Well, howdy. Good to see y'all. It's the Real Rhino checking in. Got my tropical hat on in honor of the high temperature in Kansas City to be today being a whopping 2 degrees. So I thought I'd put something a little bit more tropical on, especially since tomorrow I'm headed to the Big Apple. Well, not really the Big Apple. I'm headed to Long Island. So I thought I'd try and do something just to warm myself up a little bit, and this hat sure is hitting the spot. This will probably be my last check-in before the Christmas holiday, so happy holidays to everyone, without a doubt. And when I get back, there'll be lots of movies to talk about. Curious Case of Benjamin Button. I'm told that I am slated for Marley and Me on Christmas Day. And if you can tell, I'm working on my New York accent. It sounds like something a mix between The Godfather and I don't even know, something terrible. Yeah, well, laugh it up. Speaking of The Godfather, it's tough to believe, and I know that I've mentioned this before. 160 movies. Today was the 160th at the theater. Saw Yes Man today. Very enjoyable film. One of Jim Carrey's less erratic behavior comedies. He was actually pretty spot on, which was enjoyable. But 160 movies at the theater to date in the year 2008, and it's very telling for the kind of moviegoer I am, and how just with an absolute passion that I watch the movies. It wasn't until 3 weeks ago that I actually saw The Godfather 1. The Tivoli Theater in Kansas City ran The Godfather 1 and 2 that Francis Ford Coppola recently remastered and re-released from the original 35mm prints, and the Tivoli was gracious enough to show these, both The Godfather 1 and The Godfather 2's remastered prints. The Godfather 3 they showed in the third consecutive week. Of course, Coppola did not choose to remaster that one. It had come out in 1990. Either he chose not to because it was so recent, or as many say, he would rather have disowned himself from that of the three pictures. He liked 1 and 2, but wasn't really pleased with how 3 turned out. I'm doing a little reading on the Godfather movie, so whether or not that's true, I don't know yet, but I plan on finding out. Personally, I enjoyed 3. I know a lot of people talk badly about it, and also about his choice to play Mary, Michael Corleone's daughter, and he used Sofia Coppola, his daughter. And a lot of people talk badly about her performance there, but I actually enjoyed it. And I thought that her and Andy Garcia's interactions were very, we'll say, interesting. But I enjoyed the picture. Both Godfather 1, Godfather 2, fantastic, and The Godfather 3. The Godfather 2, first movie I've ever seen at the theater with an actual intermission. So there's a first time for everything. But those movies were fantastic. I spoke in my last post about Repo, the Genetic Opera. If you can get out and see this, go see it. Fantastic movie. Darren Lynn Bozeman, I'd mentioned that I ran into his father at the Screen and Theater in downtown Kansas City after seeing Repo, the Genetic Opera when I saw it this past weekend. And got to talk to him at fair amount of length of just about the movie making process and what it's like to be the father of someone who's quickly becoming a horror master, or someone looked upon in that genre. And I asked him if he would have been a fan of horror movies if his son had not been making the type of movie he is, Darren Lynn Bozeman having made Saw 2, 3, and 4. And Lynn Bozeman, the elder Bozeman, said, probably not. So, neat little movie moments that I look for like that. But it was a really neat time to, I like, I'm going to excessively use the word neat here. I think that's 5 or 6 times. But this is the clean, this is the family-friendly Real Rhino. So, I got to use words like neat and wonderful and great and wow. There'd be a whole nother post if I was going to cut loose. But, that's another post for another day. As you can see behind me, I chose this pose advantageously to display my new Godfather wall art Christmas present from Tracy, and had I had the proper hanger, it was going to be hanging up, but I did not, so soon enough my walls will be adorned with the Godfather. Don't ever go against the family. Somar, take care. happy holidays to everyone. Merry Christmas. I hope to post before the new year. I'll come back with info about Benjamin Button, Marley, and me, and I'll talk to y'all soon.